Welcome back to the session. Today we are dealing with a particular topic which is called as exchange rate. What do you mean by an exchange rate? What is exchanged here? One form of currency is exchanged into another form, and there must be something to determine the value of one currency with reference to the other. Usually all the currencies are referred on the basis of dollars. So an exchange rate can be stated in this way. $1 is equal to 73 rupees is the exchange rate as on today. Okay. Here exchange rate includes the value of one currency in the form of the other. It is value of one currency in relativity to the another currency is called as exchange rate. Here there are many types of exchange rates. One is fixed exchange rate. I am a buyer, I am a trader, I wanted to exchange the goods at fixed exchange rate. Then usually the transactions are in the form of credit form. So what happens is, here is there will be in the form of credit form. So the currency value may not be same all the time. Since the currency value is not all the same all the time, what happens is the buyer may loses or the buyer may gains sometimes. This loss or gain is expressed in the form of currency exchange rate. For example, if there is a fixed exchange rate, whatever may be the currency value, sometimes it increases, sometimes it decreases. We cannot say that the currency value is fixed, but we can fix the exchange rate. Or if we feel that we wanted to take the risk, then we can go for floating exchange rate. There are two types of exchange rate systems usually followed. One is fixed exchange rate, second one is floating exchange rate. In fixed exchange rate, there will be an agreement between buyer and seller that this much amount of money will be paid to you in this currency. But in case of floating exchange rate, the transactions and the money payment will totally depend upon the value of the currency at that particular point of time. So here we will be discussing about one concept which is called as exchange rate. Exchange rate is value of one currency in terms of another currency. Now I'll be sharing you the screen and a small PPT. In this class, we will discuss about exchange. What do you mean by exchange rate? How many types of exchange rates are there? Specifically, we will be focusing on only two types of exchange rates. One is fixed and second one is flexible. Exchange rate is the price of one currency in terms of the other currency. $1 is equal to 73 rupees. It is the value of a dollar and it is the value of a rupee. Here exchange rate means it is one currency expressed in the form of other currency. Sometimes the people use fixed exchange rates, sometimes people use floating or changing exchange rate. What do you mean by fixed exchange rate? Fixed exchange rate means, for example, I have transacted the goods now and I have to pay the money after 6 months. The currency value now is 73 rupees for a dollar. But after 6 months, the dollar value may increase or dollar value may decrease. So we have the two buyer and seller have came to an agreement that you have to pay $1, that is 73 rupees. Whether the dollar value increase, whether the dollar value decrease, it is immaterial and the payment is made at that rate. Such a process is called as fixed exchange rate process. This is usually seen in many of the derivative contracts. Next one is currency value also, this is gained important because currency value is not same all the time. It changes every nanosecond. It changes from one point of time to the other point of time without any hesitation. What are the advantages of fixed exchange rates? The main advantage of fixed exchange rate is we can get a certain fixed amount of money though we perform a credit sale. Even though we perform a credit sale, we can expect a fixed amount of money after credit period has been finished, after maturity period has been finished. Next, there is no chance of speculation. Speculation means gaining huge amount of money in short interval of time, or losing huge amount of money in short interval of time. Both happens in a speculation. Here, and the third point is constraint on government policy. Whatever may be the government policy, there is no problem at all. Whatever may be the currency value depreciation or appreciation, there is no problem. This much amount of money will be deposited into your accounts no sooner the specified credit period is completed. What are the disadvantages of fixed exchange rate? The main disadvantage of fixed exchange rate is it will be unable to generate the income to the country. It will be unable to generate the income for the country. Sometimes the currency value may appreciate, increase. Then all the people who have exported the goods at this rate may lose. So there is a loss in the income for certain people, and there is a gain in income for certain people. Now the rupee value is 70. The dollar value is 73 rupees. Sometimes it will go, it will increase, and sometimes it will decrease. So this encashment, when it has increased, and encash and losing when it is decreased is not possible. So we can say that speculation is completely absent in case of fixed exchange rate. Next, deflation may happen. That is, value of the money may be increased rapidly. So purchasing power may be decreased. Surplus amount of cash may be decreased. Even though the next, policy conflicts. Policy conflicts in the sense the government, whatever the policies that are stated, sometimes may be worse, sometimes may be beneficial, sometimes may be losing if there is a floating rate, and such chance is not here. What do you mean by floating exchange rate? Now the dollar value is 73 rupees, but all of a sudden the dollar value may go up or down. The dollar value may become 80 rupees, or the dollar value may become 50 rupees. So sometimes the traders may lose, sometimes the traders may gain. It means that the currency price may escalate or the currency price may be decreased. Such a case is called as floating exchange rate. This system can only be seen in case of this system can only be seen by the speculators itself. What are the advantages of floating rates? They can protect themselves from external shocks. It means that if the dollar, if $1 is equal to 73 rupees is today's time, and sometimes what happens is if the dollar value increases, in case of fixed exchange rate, there is no gain in the income. But in case of floating exchange rate, there is a gain in income for the country. Next, the government can also vary its policy when in case of floating exchange rates, and that the balance of payments can be corrected themselves in case of floating exchange rates. What are the disadvantages of floating exchange rates? As there are large number of fluctuations, traders may do not prefer international trade. So what happens? There will be an instability created in the trade. Second point, no constraints on domestic policy. Sometimes the government policy may be succeeded and sometimes the government policy may fail, because sometimes the government gains and sometimes the government loses. If it gains, no problem. If it loses the national income, then it is a huge problem. And there is also a chance for speculation. Where there is speculation, there is a chance for high risk. Where there is high risk, there is a chance for losing the entire amount. This is a small introduction regarding all the two concepts. One is floating exchange rate and second one is fixed exchange rate. $1 is equal to 73 rupees. It is an example for fixed exchange rate. It is done usually when the traders want only exact money, or we can say that stable earnings. But if the traders are confident that they can earn more, they can go for floating exchange rate. Based upon the demand and supply conditions, the value of dollar may increase or decrease, and thus what happens is the floating exchange rate is beneficial or sometimes punishment to the traders. Thank you for listening. Hope you will like this video.